Welcome to another episode of Legal Dilemmas, where you will find clear, concise legal advice. Today's topic is around the remarriage trap. My name is Safina.
And my name is Brenda.
So Brenda, can you explain to us what the remarriage trap is?
Okay, yes. The remarriage trap is where one party or both parties out of a couple who are divorcing remarry before obtaining a final order for the finances.
So I suppose the question that everybody's probably thinking about, well, what's the problem with that?
Well, you lose your right to claim for a financial order or a financial split if you remarry before you've concluded the finances. So I'll give you the example scenario. One party's issued a divorce, and the divorce has concluded before they've agreed on finances. That party decides to marry. They haven't issued an application at court for finances, and they'll lose their right to claim finances. So they can't claim a lump sum, they can't claim periodical payments or a property adjustment order. So they're losing a lot of rights if they remarry before they have a final order for finances, whether it's through the courts or a clean break.
So does that mean that you cannot make any claims then?
Yes, that's right. So if you have a jointly owned family home and you haven't agreed the division, that can be dealt with, but not under the Matrimonial Causes Act 1973, because the issue of the joint property would have to be resolved one day anyway. But in general terms, you will lose your right to claim for finances through the courts if you remarry before you have a final order.
But so you mentioned the final order there, Brenda, but what about if they've got a legal agreement in place? Does that make any difference?
Yes, if you've got a legal agreement in place, it needs to be converted into a clean break order or a consent application. It needs to be signed and lodged at court, and you should be waiting for the order to come back sealed and approved before you remarry. Sometimes orders are lodged at court, the court have a query, and they don't seal the order. Now, if you've remarried, then the order isn't sealed, you've got no protection.
That is really, really helpful, Brenda. So it sounds like, by way of summary, that you need to make sure that you're adequately protected, not rush into formalising a new relationship until you've got the finances sorted on your old relationship, and you've got a signed, sealed order that essentially provides that information so that you can start afresh at a later date. So please don't rush into things.
Yes, absolutely. Don't act in haste, because then you'll have to repent at your leisure.
Thank you. Hopefully everybody's found that content useful. Please like, subscribe, share, and make sure that your notification's on to ensure that you continue to receive more great content